Just a reminder, you can download the Pocket Japanese app and start studying Japanese with me today. Okay, it's been a while since I made any kind of like proper video, and I will eventually be going back to making actual lessons. However, I'm not sure if you guys have noticed, but I've launched the app. I've launched the app on Android and I've launched the app on iOS. In theory, I'm going to do a video right now talking and drawing. However, sometimes when I'm talking, I forget to actually draw. So I'm really, really sorry if I forget to draw. Before I start, so basically I'm going to go into what's on the app, what's going to be on the app in the future, hopefully. Games, like the illustrations, why I illustrate it and everything like that. So let's go. But just like as a start, so at the moment I'm applying for funding for the app, and this will just basically help me afford to like any extra things that come with launching an app. So it costs money to launch an app. It costs money to launch an app. Even just like buying things like Canva Pro to help with little things within the app or like in advertising the app. I'm applying for that kind of funding. And basically I've been told, yes, we can go ahead, but I need more people to sign up to the app. Ideally, I need a few more subscriptions. So they've specifically told me 19 more subscriptions. And then I'm basically guaranteed the next round of funding. So if you are considering learning Japanese and you would be happy to kind of give my little app a try, please consider signing up so that I can say, hey, look, people are interested. The cost is under, I believe, £12 per year. So that's like £1 per month. Sorry. Alexa, go to sleep. Okay, that's weird. Okay, sorry, Alexa just turned on. So basically, if you've already downloaded the app, I would really, really, really appreciate it if you could give it a rating. I saw it on the Apple homepage for Japanese literally the other day for the first time ever, and yeah, I don't know. I was really excited, and I believe that is because people have been downloading it, they've been rating it. Yeah, it really, really does help. So if you've enjoyed using the app, or even if you're just like, I see some potential, I love the idea of the app, please, please, please give me a rating. And on top of that, last little point, not even the last little point. I've got loads of things to talk about in this video. But last point on this kind of subject, if you have any feedback for me, it can be negative feedback. It's absolutely fine. You can say, hey, this feature doesn't work. I will not get offended. I need to know if features don't work. I would really like this app to be great. And that includes knowing things that you don't like, things that just generally don't work, things even that you're looking at and you're like, I don't like how this looks. Keep in mind, like, there's times that I will be like, oh, only one person has complained about this. I quite like that feature. I'm going to ignore that. There are also times, and this literally happened today, where someone will say, for example, on the first lesson, I've got a scroll kind of button or something like that that's in Japanese. And I've had someone a few weeks ago say that they didn't understand it. And I was kind of like, oh, I feel like this is a one-off. I'll keep that in mind, but I'm not going to do anything about it. Today, I had a second person say that, so that's getting removed. So I will listen. So please give me your feedback. Anyway, so basically I started, considering making this app when I was tutoring, or I still am, but when I was tutoring Japanese, mainly because I was like, what a great way to be lazy. What a great way. I can just make all of the lessons on an app, and then I don't have to send my students homework each week. They'll just know what to study. They can look at the app and they can be like, oh, that's the word list from this week. And I know that the normal kind of thing would have been just to make a Google Drive. However, I am really disorganized, and that just didn't happen. And for some reason, this was the option. So I just, for a long time, I've really, really wanted to make an app. On top of that, when I was studying Japanese, when I was studying N5 and things like that, I found a lot of the textbooks were just not very helpful for me. As someone who hasn't learned another language before, I found a lot of them have a bit too much jargon for me. And I just found it quite difficult learning from them. I also couldn't find an app that felt like a course. So it felt like it covered everything in a nice order, in an order that like felt like it was constantly building, would be the best way I'll put it. And I'm not sure if that's just because like a lot of apps are kind of like, okay, what are the basics we need? Colors, animals and things like that. Or I don't really know why it is, but I felt like that's what a lot of the apps were going for, like colors, animals, we're going to do a course and so on like that. But there was nothing there that I was like, this is really going to help me pass my exams. And lastly, I had quite a few students in the past who wanted to learn GCSE Japanese. I don't know where the light source is coming from here. I guess it's coming from the TV. I need to actually consider that, sorry. I had quite a lot of students that are studying GCSE Japanese. And every single time I would have to like double check the curriculum and so on. So I was like, you know what, let's just make an N5 kind of GCSE course. A GCSE is slightly higher, I found, than the N5. Like there's a few extra words and so on. But I was like, you know what, if we cover both, we cover. It's taken quite some time because I wanted to make sure I did everything in a nice order. I wanted everything to kind of like make logical sense, and I wanted it to all fit in well. So for example, we do 3 kanji per lesson, or like however long it takes you to do a lesson, that's fine. But there's 3 per lesson. I wanted to keep it at a nice pace. And then we do 14 words per lesson because, again, I wanted pacing to make sense. I don't like it when, like, there are courses where, like, one lesson is, like, 10 words and then the next lesson is, like, 20 words. And I'm like, oh, I'm trying really hard one week and I'm not trying very hard the next week and kind of things like that. I don't like that. I like it to kind of feel steady so I know how to pace myself. So that was something I wanted. I also just generally don't enjoy studying sometimes. Is the best way to put it. So I was like, okay, we need games. We need something for days where I'm like, I don't want to study. I want to sit here and play something. And yeah, that's what I was going for there. So I've included a lot of games that can target the words that you are learning. Basically, I made kind of a course that I would want to learn from, is the best way to put it. Like, I'm not just saying that. I'm not just being like this is the course I would have wanted when I was learning or something. It really is. Like, when I make a feature, I'm like, oh, yes, I would love that. I would have loved that. Yeah, it's an organized course. It introduces a few grammar points each time. What I will say is inconsistent is like some lessons will have loads of grammar, other lessons will have less. I've tried to make it in my head roughly the same per lesson, but also sometimes when I'm like, oh, I've introduced a lot that time because I have to. Maybe the next lesson I'll try not to add as much in or something. So yeah, I do try to keep it reasonably consistent. Oh, I hate how this looks. I have to re-blur it. Yeah. Illustration in the app. So if you've not noticed, I do like to draw. I'm not sure if it's obvious. Ooh, yuck. Basically, at the moment, you will notice there's a few little characters kind of appearing around the app. Most recently, there has been a little cat on the Android apps appearing on your home screen, and it's going to appear on the Apple apps very, very soon. Eventually, what I'm aiming to do is use these characters for storytelling. So basically, I want you to be able to read little comics involving these characters for each lesson, is the best way to put it, because I just think that's a lovely, fun way to learn. It's not boring. I hate it when I pick up a book and its reading task looks like generic. Hey, Carl or something like that, how are you? And then it'll be like, I'm good, thank you. My dad is a chef. I don't want it to be like that. I want it to be like cute little, you know what, it probably will be a bit like that. But yeah, what I'm going for is a cute illustrated guide to Japanese. I sometimes animate them because I can, and I think it kind of adds a bit of life. But yeah, that's what these characters are. Eventually they will have a role. This is in the future. This is in probably the distant future. I need to ideally make all lessons that are planned out first, and I have 90 lessons planned out, and we've done about 30 of them. But in the distant future, if this app kind of goes in the direction I want it to go, and if enough people are interested in the app and the app has support, that is where we're heading towards. Heading towards an illustrated app that teaches you Japanese in the most fun ways, in the most entertaining ways I can think of, I guess. We've got games like Solitaire, we've got games like Sudokus. I've got other games planned as well. I don't really want to say what they are yet, but as you learn more and I can kind of incorporate more words, the games will eventually get more interesting. I can't, yeah, we'll leave it there. So that's what we're going for. Basically, where we started is where we're going to finish here. What I really would love from you guys, if you haven't already downloaded the app, please download it. Please give it a try. Please let me know what you think. You can message me. You can leave me a comment. I will find it. I will read it. And like I said, I will take it into account. I put my pen down for some reason. I should be doing this. I also hate how that lighting looks, so that was a waste of time. If you see any potential in the app, if you have enjoyed the app, if you would just like to support me in making the app, please, please, please give it a rating, please. It's very difficult working on this on my own and trying to kind of be seen when a lot of the apps have big companies supporting them. And if I want to get that funding, I need to show the place I'm asking for funding that people are interested in this. So again, if you're considering learning Japanese, please, please, please consider signing up to my subscription. Again, it's like less than £12 or £13. I think it's 12, I don't know. I should know. Anyway, massive thank you to like everyone who's downloaded it so far. We have over 300 active users. Thank you so much, and hopefully I will see you soon, either on the app or whilst I am making more lessons, hopefully soon. And yeah, see you next time.